특히 지금 헝가리 의대 시험에서 가장 특징적인 게 구술 시험인데, 한국 학생들은 이런 구술 시험에 좀 익숙하지 않아서 이 구술 시험에서는 이제 특히 이번에는 과학적 내용일 때는 어떤 점을 그러니까 집중적으로 평가를 하시는지 이제 그거를 묻고 싶어요.
So one of the unique testing methods of Hungarian medical university is that there's an oral exam. Right? So because it's not something that Korean students are accustomed to, in the perspective of sciences, what is the criteria for the measurement of the student when you do the oral exams?
In terms of the university oral exams, so not the entrance exam. In terms of the university oral exams, it's how can I say it? Let's stop here. Okay, so just,
it's fine.
yeah, because I don't get the point of the question.
It's fine.
So it's about the oral exams on the university or the oral entrance exam or
entrance exam, not oral. Okay, sorry.
So the oral entrance exam.
Yeah, in the science part, which
in the science part, what do you check for in the students?
Yeah. I see. What do we check for? I don't know what do we check for. Actually. I mean, we check for the knowledge. I mean, how should I?
근데 이게 질문 자체가 조금 애매한 게 대답을 할 수 있냐 없냐로 많이 결정이 되는 거라서 it's usually whether the student can answer it or not, right? And if the details are correct.
Yeah, I mean that's then maybe the skill for conversation or just Q&A. Okay, so this I can answer for that if
폐기하는 게 나을 수도 있어요. 이건 왜냐면 I'm sorry, because as someone who's been doing the oral interview for the students as well, one of the few things I also realize is that it's how they speak that you have to catch, whether they're confident or not. And it's kind of hard to describe that in words. It's actually one of the reasons why it's hard to find the proper interview as well.
And also, like, some students, they answer just a sentence, and how much they have to answer it, and what kind of like keywords, something like that.
Basically it's not keywords. I mean, from my side, actually, what I say, and that's what I mentioned actually one of the students, maybe the last one, that when I ask a question, of course I check whether the answer is correct. I mean, scientifically, whatever. But sometimes it's even more important that I see that he or she can think about it.
Yes.
So if I ask another question, just for another viewpoint, and I see that the student think, okay, so this isn't the same story, but from another point. So I think that the student is thinking, and that is what we are looking for. Once again, thinking students. I mean, not some, because if you know what is the good answer for that question, it could be that you just automatically repeat what you memorized, and it doesn't mean that you really understand. Even the keywords are there because all the keywords are there, but it doesn't mean that you understand.
Okay.
And with those questions, anyway, so that's
되게 짧게 하는 애들도 있는데 이게 얼마나 간결하게 잘 정리했냐에 따라서 얘가 이걸 알구나가 느낄 때도 있고요. 진짜 장황한 디테일들을 다 더해서 얘기를 하는데 굳이 이렇게까지 얘기할 필요가 있을까라는 생각이 드는 학생들도 있거든요. 그래서 이게 길고 짧은 게 아니라 진짜 말 그대로 어떻게 대답하는지를 들어봐야 되는데 이게 단순히 평가 항목으로 집어넣기에는 뭐라고 해야 되냐, 뭔가 점수를 매길 수 있는 그런 게 아니다 보니까 감으로 조금 가야 되나? Because it's not something that you could give points off to in terms of how they think, right?
No,
it's almost impossible.
However, we have always an impression.
Yes.
Since we have a written, kind of summary, we usually add that impression as well.
I see.
And the idea is that the professors have their own method of kind of like interviewing the students.
Yeah.
So not all professors are always going to
Of course. I mean, I would say that each professor has its own way to evaluate the thing. So there is not a very common sense that okay, this is how we do it.
교수님마다 평가하는 방식이 다 다르니까 한마디로 정의할 수는 없지만 교수님께서 좀 보시는 거는 생각할 수 있는 능력이 있는지 그거를 많이 보신다고 하신 것 같아요.